Hey guys, it's Nisha Rai. In this video, I'm going to tell you what is the ROI mean in the Facebook ads or in any digital marketing. So first, let's look about what does this ROI stand for. The ROI, which we call ROI, well, the short form is this, the ROI, but the long form, or which is the full form, is the return on investment. Well, the return on investment or the ROI, it simply refers how much return you are getting from your total investment. And let me give you some examples of ROI. Let's suppose that you have invested or you have run a campaign in Facebook ads. Let's suppose that you use a daily budget which is, let's suppose, $100, and let's suppose that you were trying to get the purchase through your Shopify store, and let's suppose that you got, which is your 1000 sales. And now, you just see what happened? The $100 you spend it on your daily budget in Facebook ads for your one campaign, and you got 1000 sales. So it means that 1000 sales, or that total sales you got from that people, and you have that $1000 as your return. That 1000 is called the return on investment. Well well, you also know that every advertiser, every business owner wants to make money, and no one wants to lose, or lose any money. That is why knowing how the ROI works and when should we track, and like knowing this, when how in the Facebook ads as a metric or parameter that we have to track, it is really crucial. Well, let's look again in that example. Well, let's suppose that in that $100 which you spend it in a daily budget, you got, which is that sale, which you overally you got your total, which is your sales, which was worth of $1000. Well, it means that you spent it $100, which was your total investment in a daily budget in Facebook ads. But how much you get, which was 1000 in daily. It means that $1000 was your return on investment or ROI. Well, this is exactly called the ROI, which was from your $100. Well, also another thing regarding the in the digital marketing, that if you really want to get a good ROI or a good percentage of your ROI, then one thing is that which you have to really do, which is testing your product, testing your campaign, testing your audience, testing your creative, testing your ad set. Well, what I mean by that is that without testing, you cannot define any winning creatives, any winning audience, any placement. And testing is really crucial if you really want to define winning creatives, winning ad set, winning just any product. And that is why if you want to just do find that which is good ROI, then you have to just do is test, and really just ignore that background, okay? And also the ROI, you understand what it was. And let's now look about what is the ROAS, which stand for return on ad spend. Well, everyone knows, or if you hear it, well, you might be just start understanding if you have even never heard. The return on ad spend means how much you are getting back if you are spending any dollars in your ads. Let's suppose we are running lead generation campaign, and let's suppose that our daily budget was somehow $50, and let's suppose that one lead worth was somehow like $50. And let's suppose that we got in a daily budget, using that $50 we got like 10 leads, and that 10 leads which we somehow, I think, 500 or 1000 which was worth. So it means that we got that 10 leads using only $50 in a daily. So our kind of ROS is, or ROAS, become 1000. So the ROS simply stand for how much you are really getting back from the spending in your advertising, in your campaign, in your ad set. Well, knowing this ROI and ROS or ROAS, which stand for return on investment and return on ad spend, is crucial. And how do you do that? Well, first thing that you have to go to your ads manager and you have to go to your metric and you have to search for like ROS. Well, you don't really see your ROI there, but you can see ROS and you can choose like website or something like there, but you can really see your metric, or there's a metric that can track your result. Well, also the metric that you really have to track every time if you really want to define your winning any creatives or anything, or just do ads testing. And hopefully, if I summarize again, the ROI and ROS are the crucial if you want to get any lead, any sales in your business, in your service, anything. And the ROI stand for the return on investment, means how many or how much investment you did and how return you get. And we use the example also. And our next was ROS or ROAS, which stand for return on ad spend, and it simply means that how many spend you did, but how many, just how many got you back from that spending in the ads. And that is also ROS we called, or we also give our example. And that was, and if I try to give you some pro tip on the paid ads, well, I told you about knowing these metrics or tracking this are really crucial. But there is also one thing you have to track, which is that you, if you don't know when and like when should you even close, or when should you just close or open your camping, or you don't know when it is time to off your camping on to camping. Well, the only one simple reason you don't know that is that you still cannot track your result through the metric. What I mean by that is you cannot see what is your CPC, what is your CPM, what is your CPL. You cannot see what is that impression even mean. You cannot see what is that result mean. What I mean by all of this is that you still are lacking some knowledge on metric. That is why you just cannot make decision on whether this campaign is performing well or giving you result you want it or not. And if you want to do that, then you make sure have to know this metric thing. And this is why you exactly knowing this matrix in the Facebook ads, if you are trying to run Facebook ads, are crucial. But don't worry, I have also made the video regarding that. You can check out from my video. And also, if you have any question, or if you found any video from this value, any value, then like make sure to like, subscribe for more content like this. And hopefully this video and that metric will definitely help you. Now, I'm not really going to close this video now. I'm just going to give you all of the updates of my day, what I did with my agency, with my client, and everything. So it's not regarding the educational or knowledgeable video, but it's just about me, myself, and what I'm doing. Okay, so as you know that, as I told you yesterday, that I had actually started doing my onboarding. Well, it was started 3 weeks ago, if I remember correctly. But since I and the client that I was working, we both were so much busy, or just we could not just get it started within the 1 week. But somehow it has taken something like 3 weeks, but still I managed to start it. And what I did today for my client, creating the system, well, the first thing is that I have completed three ad creatives, which was video for our landing page. And somehow I have just done it. And if you really ask me about that, which was just, I think it took me like 10 hours, if I remember properly, or if I had done clock thing there. Yes, it took me 3 or 10 hours to complete those things. And the minimum video was around like 4 minutes. But yeah, it took me that way. And and I have sent out to that to my client. And what client said about is that somehow I had make mistake on that voiceover, and client was saying something like yeah, to change. But we can also change that, but right now I'm not changing. Have I'm right now downloading on my phone, which I just done that ads creatives. And as I told you, I just done today three ads creative for landing pages, which was specific our services. And tomorrow what I'm going to do is that I still got to create, which is 3 4 5 6, which is I still got to create 6 ads creatives for my landing page as well our main ads. And that includes four videos, which is for only our landing page, which is another specific services that client is promoting. And two includes our main ads, which include educational and retargeting. And I don't know whether I can actually complete it or not, but I will really try to just at least complete these things. And now after I complete these 6 creatives for the videos, what I need to do or what I'm left to do is that now I'm just left to do to creating these 2 videos, which is main another one is specific services that client is promoting, and another one that is promoting for our main ads. And yeah, that is what I have to do. And if you really ask me, I think I probably gonna need like somehow 3 or 4 days. Like if you ask me, in these 3 days I might be able to complete all of these creatives and videos as well ads copy as well in my website and landing page. And one days for when the client gives me the access, or when the client is going to give me the access of his business manager, ads account, pages, Instagram, pixel, and anything, also website, also domain, also, and everything like for our also GHL and our so just customer relationship management. And yeah, that we have to I think it's probably gonna take for that time to just set up our system at least one day, so it's probably gonna take 4 or 5 days to fully maximally just make sure we are ready. And if you ask me, is this all you left, I think it is all. But from my responsibility I have to complete, which is my creatives, which is the video for landing page as well our main ads creatives and ads copy. And client responsibility is to do make his dollar credit card to run ads. My also responsibility comes to actually purchasing for his hosting and domain. I think I would probably need that, because yeah, I would need that. And also our, which is CRM, also I would need to set up our backend system, because without backend system, if you have run any lead generation campaign, or if you are in the lead generation, then you know that the backend system is really crucial, because you really cannot expect that you are just going to get notified by some just magic, because you have to have a proper system. That is why it's might probably take me for 5 days if I ask myself to do complete everything. And after 5 days we can set up our campaign or we can run it. And in this 14 days, my especially which is goal is to at least bring that one patient to his clinic through his door. And yeah, like it's not a huge deal. And if you ask me how is this budget exactly you got or the client has, well, I think if I just convert our currency to the actual US dollar, is that it is the 27 or somehow $28. And I know the $28 for only 14 days, it's really tough. I think the budget is really limited, but yeah, it's not still impossible, but I can still give him result. That is why my conversion location is website, because somehow I could also go with the Facebook instant form, but somehow what I feel like is that there's really somehow limitation, especially for the education, because since you know that I'm on the dentist, or I have the dentist needs or dentist business to get the patient or qualified patient. But I'm also specifically just narrowed down on dental implants. That is why, since these dental implants are costly and high cost, That is why we really cannot expect that all the they will form, fill out the form, they will be just so much high quality, because yeah, we cannot really expect, since in the instant form there are just I think five wasted, which we got just first is our a welcome and headline thing, question and their information and their privacy information and their review and their call to action. That is all. And I know I could also do that, but yeah, I'm not saying that I'm just going with the website, but somehow you also know that if you are doing marketing, if you are doing digital marketing or paid ads, you really cannot be specific that you are just going to use this, because the first thing that I learned, or everyone I think have already learned, is that in the campaign you just don't sure about the result. That is why you have to be able to just do adaptability. Means if it doesn't, let's suppose that my website conversion didn't work, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change it, I'm just going to change my creatives, or if it doesn't work at all, then what I have to do is just go with instant form. So that is all I have to say. And I think I'm going to give you more updates regarding more things, like how things are going to happen. And since, as I told you, I will try to at least complete all of those tomorrow with our landing page and videos. And tomorrow I'm also going to do one thing, which is just create the final ads creatives, which is last one we have got two. And why am I still not doing, or why I'm not still creating these two videos? It is simple. The first thing is that I'm not still confident that I'm really going to use it for our main ads. That is why I'm somehow still learning about how I can hook the people, what kind of creatives format I could use, and how I can make the strong call to action, what things I could just add there, how I could not make my ads script like too much silly, how I could make it too much emotional. Well, yeah, that is why I'm keeping these two ads creatives for our main ads. This not I haven't still done it, okay. And another thing is that, yeah, now as I told you, I give you all the updates, what I was doing with my SMMA, and what I will be doing. So as I told you, I think yesterday or just 2 days ago, I had make a video when I was in the roof. I think I don't know. I think I was on the roof means stairs, and what I was saying, I think in the last video, I was saying that if you really ask me, do you really want to go with this dental implants niche or dentist niche? Do you want it? Just want it? Well, I don't really know. But one thing is that if you really ask me personally, what kind of business owners or who you want to work with in your agency, is that I think I would probably say, I think globally means I just don't want to work with a particular local business or owner, or I just want to work with a lot of people with a different countries. Overally, it's globally. And I know it's one of the goal that I want to achieve. And yeah, so I think to actually accomplish it, I have to do one thing, is that first I'm still on actually about to get the result for my first client, but it doesn't mean that I cannot really just get others globally client. Well, it means that I can, but only thing that if I being really consistent and keep taking action. Well, what I mean by that is it might really happen like this. Let's suppose that in this 14 days campaign, I did not even get any lead because of my own fault. Like I didn't make a good ads creatives, the landing page was not good, the VSL was not good, and anything. Let's suppose that I got really bad testimonial from my client, and I got so much depressed, and I just, yeah, I stopped doing working on my agency, and I just got back on my back life, original life. So if I really do that, and I really know that I'm not even gonna be consistent, or I'm not even going to get any globally client. That is why if you are also on the phase where you just done any work for your client, but you did not really get any work or any result for your client, and you are now frustrated, Your client has said, okay, you just told me a month ago that you would get these purchases, this scale, you would get this high quality lead, but now you will just scam. You did not even give me. So you are just a bad agency. And if you are struggling with that, or if you are going through that, then my own one suggestion, or one, I think one thing I have to say you is that I think you are not alone. Means, if you, one thing which is true, if you really get through this, which is this is exactly your failures, okay, means you did, or you try your best, you try to get your result best, but what happened is that just uh, it wasn't still enough, but now you are feeling yourself that you lost, you could not even continue because you already just screwed with one of your first client, and now you are thinking about, I think I cannot just continue because I don't even have any skill, I cannot even communicate, I don't even have any skill, I'm not even special. Well, I think you are not, you just have to go through this. And if you ask me, how am I even gonna do this? Is that you have to just do it, okay? You don't have to just ask yourself how, because if you have the reason that why you are even doing this, why am I doing this, why I want to keep doing this, then yeah, the how will actually be so much easy. And I think this is one of the tips for any beginners who might just get screwed with the result for their first client, and they did not get the result as expected. And I don't know, I might also be that person that I will be. But if you really ask me myself, would you do that? As you just say, well, I don't think I would do that, because what I see about this, I think, failures is that I think I see it as always a learning opportunity, especially in the camping. And as I told you, I would see it as what things goes wrong and what thing just did not let me to make it, and how I can improve it next time. That is what I would do. And with and I would go to the next client, and I would use that failures as learning, and I would just use that all knowledge in to just not do that again, and for the next success. And I hope you would also do that, because one of the way you really have to be consistent is not just trying to do everything, just trying to be motivated and just saying I'm a consistent person. No, it doesn't really happen like that. You also have to know that what are your system, how your really just agencies are, how your mindset are, you think about your failures, how you handle that, how you handle your failures, fear, and everything. Well, I think this video went so overloaded content. I think I was really talking about only ROI and ROS in this video, but yeah, somehow I just wanted to talk about this thing too. And as well, if I give you more knowledge regarding digital marketing, well, if I always tell you about digital marketing, but I don't think I have ever gave you any definition of marketing or digital marketing. Well, what I know about this digital marketing definition is that I think the digital marketing is simple. The marketing, that or any marketing, you promote your product, your services, you try to get your sales, you try to get a lead, you try to get a stranger to get your contact information, you try to get that strangest person to just buy your product, or anything that is called marketing, or trying to promote your product or services. And if it is done through any of the online platform, online way, or internet way, or digital way, and that becomes a digital marketing. Well, the I think definition is simple. Just you have to know that this all things happen within the internet and digital way. And if you ask me, so if I just post any of the my post on Facebook, and I write about this copy, let's suppose that I read about this copy, so does that become a digital marketing? Well, I think it doesn't, because that is not a digital marketing. If you just capture the photo and post it on your Facebook, And if you think that I just did digital marketing, well, it is not, because the first thing that the digital marketing in the digital marketing, there are camping structure, that how you want to promote your product. You have your strategy, how you want to test your, how you want to do that. And you also have your ads creatives, ads copy, like what kind of ads creatives and copy you want to use. And overally, the just picture you posted, there was nothing, it was just a photo, and it really didn't count as a digital marketing. That is why the digital, it is just so much broad, and not anything that we just posted of post in the Facebook doesn't become a digital marketing. And yeah, I'm also gonna make a lot of valuable video on the future regarding this. And I think that is all for today's video. And if you ask me what you are going to do, what is your plan to do right now? Well, if you ask me the right now, I think time it should be probably 10:30 p.m. And now my goal, or what I have to do, is that I have already completed my exercise. Now I'm just going to, I think I completed all my ad scripts, which was for our system, and I even learned about digital marketing. And now I'm going to just create my campaign, for which is main draft campaign for our 14 days campaign. And I'm going to do is dinner, and I'm going to do not the exercise, I have already done it. I'm going to do meditate, and I'm going to sleep. And yeah, I have to probably wake up at like 5 a.m. I think, because I have to go to college. Tomorrow is Friday. And after I came here on my room, I'm just going to start making that 6 creatives, ads creatives, that I have to do. And once I complete that, I will create another, which is my second last main ads creatives script, and I will do voiceover, edit that, and I will also edit that, and it will be final. And once I complete that, I will edit all that. I'm just adding the voiceover, not adding voiceover, sound effect, caption, just making it more engaging with music, and finalizing everything. And also just writing the ads copy, which is in the draft, and also making the landing page aligning with our content or services we are providing. I think, yeah, that is all update that I'm going to give you. And I'm not saying that I could complete that all of the thing tomorrow, because yeah, it's really gonna take a lot of way. Because as I told you, this only three which is ads creative, which was just minimally 4 minutes video, took me 10 hours. And I don't mean that in these 4 hours I was just on my computer editing that. No, I did not did that. I think I just somehow start from like 10 p.m. And from that 10 p.m. I wasn't just on my room doing it. I was just doing, I was eating here, I was taking rest, I was doing other things. That is why it, I think, took so much. And I think this is the reason why I think I probably could not accomplish more than these three. And I think I would have to probably focus on actual main thing, which is this ads creatives. And let's suppose that, let's see what happens tomorrow. And I think, yeah, finally I think I have give all the updates regarding everything. So I think this is all for today's video. And if you have found any video, or if you are a business owner, which is especially, or if you are a dentist, let's suppose that you are a dentist, or no, you are the dentist, you're watching this video, and you are trying to do marketing with digital marketing, and you don't know how to do, or you just want someone to get it started. Well, we can help you with that. And how you can contact us, or how you can see, or how you know how we can help, that you can contact us through our email, and we will get you soon, and we will try to help you. We will try to first understand you, who you are and what you do, and based on that we will see whether we can help you or not. And if you are guys really having any problem with that metric, especially if you don't know when the thing, when the your camping should be on off, and you don't even know any metric, then my one of the Facebook ads video will definitely help you. So I think this is all valuable. I think content might help you for your business, for your journey of your digital marketing and everything. So that is all for today's video. And if you found any videos from this video, then make sure to like, subscribe for more content like this. And as always, it's Nisang, right? And thanks for watching. And I think, yeah, I will see you soon tomorrow. So yeah, see you, and give your voice some support. And thanks.